let's just look at them here. I'll just mention some. I'm not going to read them all, obviously, because I don't have a 10,000 lifetimes to do it. And I've done talks before about it all in the past at cutting3meters.com. Going to it and going to the archive section. There's lots and lots of stuff there, ad nauseum for me. And we go into all this stuff to do with I've given so many stories about even the modified mosquitoes that, I mean, Canada leads the world, used to lead the world in it, and creating these big ones to carry big doses of bacteria or viruses for warfare purposes, declassified stuff. And that's who runs the industry, the Bill Gates and all the rest of it, industries. Warfare departments. And all they do is tell you, here, help you, and release these modified mosquitoes to fight things like a Zika virus. Whoa. So they tell you. And you'll believe it. They already released stuff, remember, for dengue fever in Florida. Now they're going to release these things they're talking about. And the U.S. health regulators have cleared the way for a trial of genetically modified mosquitoes in Florida for Zika and other viruses. There you go. You watch what happens there down the road. Remember, they don't want to kill you all off at once, but I'll tell you, you'll see a lot of things increasing very quickly. Yeah, if you really look for them. So, that's one article there, right there. And then you have New York City's chief Zika hunter, Zika hunter, Dr. Jennifer Rakeman, and public health laboratories director, has been at the forefront of testing for many emerging diseases and so on, right? So we're talking about doing New York as well, spraying them with the new bugs and all the rest of it. Another one on Florida about Florida shudders as Zika spread forces Miami shops to close. Create the panic. Oh, well, we better use the taxpayers' money and get all these mosquitoes ready and just flood the country with them, and see what happens. That's how the monopoly people always do things, isn't it? Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that amazing, eh? How easy it is, eh? Easy. Terrify you. Another one, Zika outbreak here. This one's about Brazil and what's been happening there and so on. Oh, petrifying story. Oh. It says, by the end of the year, Zika could infect 10,000 pregnant women in Puerto Rico. Could, you see. Where Zika is spreading faster than anywhere in the US, according to the CDC. Hundreds of babies could be affected. And Planned Parenthood's in this big time too. They've had so much bad press. They're on board with this one. Because we're going to encourage an awful lot of women who are petrified to simply go and have an abortion, you see. Everything ties in. Everything works for their agenda. Have you ever noticed that, eh? Anything flags a little bit. Oh, bingo, something happens, and they play it up, and they're back on top again. That's the way it works, isn't it? And then you have the 2016 Olympic Games as well. And they're prattling down there about what's going to happen there as well, because of the virus, etc. That's how you... Now, here's another article to do with what's at the very top here. With the same names and same people. And cut world population and redistribute resources, expert urges. Remember, expert? Remember Paul Ehrlich? Population bomb, the big advocate for killing most of you off. You off, that is, And I'll put this up tonight for you to get. There's actually a PDF there, and there's also an audio about his propaganda. This is the guy who said, things are terrible, things are going to happen. He was all on board with the coming ice age and the whole thing. It didn't happen, so now he's on the roasting age and barbecue age, and he's on board with that. But his whole thing's always been to depopulate all of you. All the wrong folk they're breeding all these poor folk. We don't need them anymore. And look up his wiki and so on, and he has an awful lot in common with the people who run everything else, actually, at the very top. There's no doubt about it. And they're always pushing each other. and their own books and so on, and their own points of view, because it's all the one same point of view. And it says, Paul Ehrlich, American professor and best-selling author, talks to John Vidal about population decline. Yep. So, there you get it. Cut world population and redistribute resources. In other words, give all the rights to resources into the hands of the same few again, eh? Yep. There you go. That's what we really need to see. Let's get rid of all the people. You understand, there's no people in the world anymore except them. It's going to be a royal paradise, isn't it? That's what they say themselves. They got the right to live because, you see, they're naturally assigned to be superior. They are superior to you. And they talk about that amongst them, the Lucky Gene Club. Remember the Lucky Gene Club? Bill Gates is in it, and a bunch of other folk too. I mean, the right gene club, the ones who should survive, the ones who are talking about overpopulation, but they want to help you at the same time by releasing viruses carried by mosquitoes and things. Huh? Oh, you better figure things out for yourself, and quick, I'm telling you. And then you have this one here. Global challenges facing humanity. How can population growth and resources be brought into balance? Well, once again, it's another big story about how to bring it into balance. And it's all psychologically written out. These things go back for review and review before they're released to the public. And psychologists know, but go over and over and